I'm on. Happy Thursday to everyone. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Great morning. Be out there in the workplace. Be out there in the school. Be out there wherever God has placed you and be the best witness that you can be. I want to say a few things about what I'm seeing a very dangerous trend going on. And Christians, I hope you are really paying attention to what's going on. One of the things that I'm starting to see, there was a poster. There are posters in New York or Rhode Island. I forgot which where the posters were that were talking about death camps for Trump supporters. Do you get what that is all about? Do you understand what's going on? They're talking about death camps for Trump supporters. I'm gonna get on a little bit more into that here shortly. What's going on, Ralph? There's another thing as well. You got Democrats that are doxing Trump donors, and what does that mean? What that is talking about, hey Heidi, how you doing? What that is talking about is that you have Democrats that are giving out the addresses of those that support Trump. Do you see what is going on here? And see, even though that's a major problem, that's not the biggest problem. What's going to happen, and what I'm seeing a trend in doing, is that the same things is going to start happening to Christians. So what I am telling you to do, what's going on, Ronald? What I am telling you to do, you need to understand that when you stand up, there's a price that you're going to have to pay. Christians, this is what I'm talking about. There's not going to be long. It's not going to be long before Christians are starting to be doxxed. It's not going to be long before Christians are going to start. You're going to start seeing these posters for death camps for Christians. Why do I even bring this up? Look at what's going on in the Middle East right now. You know, everybody want to talk about how American Christians are different than the Middle East. There's no difference. There's no difference. The only difference is that in the Middle East, you have Christians that are getting their heads cut off in the Middle East. It's coming here. It's coming here. I want you to understand this. You have people like Ilhan Omar that's being freely to talk about her anti-Semitism. You have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez that's talking about her hatred for America. I told you a long time ago. That these people are not after Donald Trump. Yeah, they would like to see him in jail or even dead. They would like to see our president dead, but that's not it. They want to punish Christians because we will not go along with them wanting to kill babies in and out of the womb. They hate Christians because Christians won't go along with same-sex marriage. And you know, Andrea, I so love the fact that I would love Jesus to come back. I want you to understand that. I would love for Jesus to come back. But if Jesus does not come back for another 1,000 years from now, we still have to stand up and fight for our rights. Democrats want to take away our guns, our means of protecting our very means of protecting our family, so that they can just come into our house and do whatever they want. How well is that working out for Iraq? How well is that working out for Sudan? How well is that working out for anywhere in the Middle East? What I want you guys to understand is that civil war that I was telling you about, we're directly in this. And you know, I tell everybody all the time that I'm not for conspiracy theories, and that is absolutely right. But I'm looking at the facts here. I'm looking at the facts. These two mass shootings that happened over the weekend. You had one mass shooter in Dallas, and in El Paso, and the other one Dayton, Ohio, and I'm from Ohio. But the one that's in Dayton, they don't even want to talk about, because that person is a Elizabeth Warren / Bernie Sanders supporter, a devil worshiper, and everything else. And the one that's in El Paso, they try to say that this fool was a Trump supporter, but he's not a Trump supporter. He was an environmentalist. He was a socialist, because he agreed with Bernie Sanders' policies. The only thing that he didn't agree on is having health care for immigrants. Christians, we better understand that we are at war. We better get down on our knees, pray for the protection that only God can give us in the spiritual sense. But we also better make sure that we're protecting our family in the physical sense as well. God didn't just give us spiritual armor and say, okay, that's all you're going to need. No, that's not what he said. In fact, Jesus Christ said in Luke 22:36, I do believe, is to sell your purse and buy a sword. And the sword back then would be the same thing that's equivalent to an AR-15 today. Please understand and stop being ignorant to the tactics of the enemy. Want to keep us ignorant. We cannot continue to go on day in and day out and not pay attention to what's going on. We better understand that God has given us a responsibility to occupy until he come back. And that occupying until he come back means that we need to fight for the territory that God has given us. Now, one of the things I am not saying go out there and start trouble. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that you better make sure that you protect your family. I'm about to go ahead and cut it off so I can go to work. But God bless you guys, and please be mindful to what's going on around you. God bless you. Peace.